scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So that's got things underway. Haaland measuring up his opponents. Not many would dare to look him back in the eye.
Well, you can sense a definite buzz in everything he does. And it's not just physical. I think he's making better decisions as well. And it's just great to see how much progress he's making now. And everybody is beginning to...
Real chance!
There it is! Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods. And that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other. And it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react. And there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Goa finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Kaka! And that is wildly off target.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Looking for the run. Can he get onto this? Caceres promptly onto that, and that is that. Kimmich does really well there, strong defending. And here's Kaka. Neither of these two want to come off second best. This is Dembele. It's Dembele! Could be danger here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That's a good ball. Perilously close. Dembele going face-to-face with his great rival.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Sharp and fitting, but not quite.
Cristiano Ronaldo certainly made the right decision there to hit it first time. I had the feeling he might try it the way the ball arrived.
And he's intervened well there. Zola. That's an imaginative pass. He's well positioned here. It's a goal kick. Dembele. And here's Dembele. And here's Haaland. Mateus. And he's picked out the run. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Zola.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Driving through the middle. The referee says that is that for the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Goa finding themselves behind by just one goal at the break.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. And we are back on the way.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Foot in. Caceres is the guilty party there. And it's Chiellini. Chiellini scooting forward. Deftly away. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Great chance! Not a bad try by any means.
Neymar really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
Totti stood his ground strongly. Your impression so far, Jim?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Neymar towering forward here. No way through there.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Great ball if he can get there.
Goa really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Timber. He's got away. Important interception. Great vision. Will play through for the white man. He's shifting through the gears here. Marquinhos did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Goa really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Cannavaro calmly anticipates.
1 minute added time.
Rijkaard. Kimmich. And time is up. So in the end, 1 goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end.
Just a quick announcement.
After all of that, Jim. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So that's got things underway. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
One of the game's best ever, Cristiano Ronaldo. He brings a power to whatever he does, and his unquenchable thirst for goals is always an enjoyable sideshow. It's very rare he fails to leave his mark.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. Aim forwards. That has not gone well. Schlotterbeck. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Taken back almost at once. Schlotterbeck makes the interception. Great vision.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the sprint chance!
Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
A wonderful ball to play him in like that. Great pace, into feet, nearly superb.
Zola is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. That's going to go a long way. And that's been won straight back. Tries to pass it through. This is Neymar. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Schlotterbeck kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Ronaldo providing an outlet on that flank. There's the header! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, it really shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with at source.
No goals as yet. Looking for a runner. Think through. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Delivered low. Silvestre attempts a clearance. Go on. Got it back. Goes for a shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Jimmy really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. There's the whistle, and here we go.
We're in the presence of goalkeeping greatness, a man with total command of his defence.
So I wouldn't fancy going eyeball to eyeball with him.
No, I mean, I always like a vociferous keeper, and Oliver Kahn would be perfect for me.
And here's the chance to counter. He's looking wide. Somewhat off target. Neymar is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Ronaldo carries the ball down the right. Aims beyond the defence. Looking for a runner. Akanji makes the interception. Haaland is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
That's very disappointing, it has to be said. Distributed tidily. He's in plenty of space here. Corner then. Santos with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. And he's managed to get rid. Goa are looking to go forward now. Now then, the ball's come loose. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Couldn't squeeze it through.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
Kimmich is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Searching passes played there. That has not gone well. Played into space. Well timed, excellent interception. Sola. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's picked it up out wide. He is through here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Now it's Haaland. Neymar. Neymar! And it's hit the woodwork and out. Great vision. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and it's evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
So, temporary halt to the action. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So between them, no goals at all so far.
It's not a bad game by any means, Peter, but it definitely needs an injection of some invention, creativity.
Substitution.
There's so much you can do with all that industry by just adding a little bit of skill.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Akanji is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. Can he get it through? Now here's the delivery. And he's cleared it back out. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Knocks it into space. And it's Messi. Oh, that's fabulous. It's run loose here. And they've got a throw. He's got away. Messi will want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Neymar is someone with real dynamite in his boots.
Yeah, that looks a decent ball. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Santos are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending it.
Messi! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it. Santos couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Well, I think both teams can help themselves massively with better movement up front, Peter. There's just not enough happening at the moment. And essentially, their job is to find space, and that needs to start happening.
Well read, and the danger is averted. Cristiano Ronaldo, never out of the action for very long.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Spread neatly. Del Piero receives it in a wide position. And Del Piero! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. And there's the shot! Lacking in accuracy.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Substitution on the field, number 25.
Goa are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now.
Number 17.
Well, they've got one eye on the clock, but the balancing act was very fine at this stage. Go for it, and it could backfire. Sit back, and it may be at a price.
Number 14.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Number 37, Van de Ven.
Can he get on the end of this? Del Piero. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff.
Your
final thoughts, Jim?
You can always take more positives from a result like this.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And we're underway.
Well, Peter, here we have one of the greatest defenders of all time, Alessandro Costa Curta.
Yeah, in a sense, understated, isn't he? Certainly, some would say underrated. He's one of the less glamorous members of the villainy. And the shot! Off the post! Wan-Bissaka getting this one clear. And here's Neymar. And it's Chiellini. That's good running with the ball. Oh, super find. And he is dashing away. They want to be quick to recover this. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Akanji defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. He won't be happy with that one. Kimmich. Passing is crisp and sharp. Quarter of an hour played. No change to the score. 0-0 it remains.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Kimmich is the team's great visionary. Changes him with that pass.
Oh, good read. That's great positioning. So good from him.
Nicely weighted ball. Kimmich. Adams. And he's felt big chance. What about that one? He's got himself an absolute peach. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
That's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made them look a bit silly, Peter.
Goa have taken the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Zola gets on his bike and on the move. Kimmich. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Zola. And it's Neymar. Neymar! Another special Neymar moment. A finish of true class. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Goa are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up. Something they've been threatening to do, and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Nice bit of skill, and he's away. And claimed it back swiftly.
There will be one
Great chance! And kept out by Steve Mosman. That's it, 45 minutes up. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Children in their
Goa firmly in control at the break. 2-0 the score.
He should kindly make his way to the information center. Substitution in progress.
So the action resumes. And he's got away from him. That is a crunching tackle. And it's been hooked away. Robson. This is a promising build-up. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Looking for options for movement.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Oh, shooting chance! And that's a good finish. Right back in the game.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Japan cut their deficits and look raring to go again.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Wan-Bissaka kept his eye on it, and he's there. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. It's not an especially good pass, that.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Well, Jim, it is abundantly clear that the tone of this game has changed markedly within the last few moments.
Well, it has, because the deficit has now been halved, Peter, and because of that, it seems to have developed into some sort of shock for them, and it's going to be very interesting to see how they can take it on from here.
Neymar just eases him off the ball. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And here's Bellingham. Decent chance! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Bellingham clearly is trying to be too clever there. He should have gone with his instincts.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Coming on the field is number 21, Dembele.
Searching passes played there. Can he finish? And that is doing no harm at all.
Substitution on the field, number 13, Chiellini.
We have further activity on the bench here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Zola.
He is someone with real dynamite in his boots. He's in a good position here. Oh, he's been caught on it here, and he shoots! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Japan really can be.
And that will be it. Goa have emerged victorious in this match of thrills. The odd goal ultimately proving the difference. Neymar claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument.
Today, please take some time out to give your support.
Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's the whistle.
Well, Peter, if you're looking for a top-class left-back, look no further than this guy.
Seriously rapid.
Serginho, what can we expect from him?
Well, he's like a full-back, wing-back and winger fused into one. There's a lot of people who can learn a thing or two about the way he moves about the pitch.
Yeah, particularly the way he picks up those positions to goals and offer assists. Now it's Kaka. Pass somewhat off target. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Haaland. And it's Kubo. He's a sharp little ball here. And it's played into the middle. And he gets rid in a hurry. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days. All part of a forward's duties.
Paris Saint-Germain have reclaimed it.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers. Don't concede the opener.
Good ball over the top. Casillas gets his hands on it and the danger is averted. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Kaka is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. Kubo. Nicely weighted ball. Hoisted in. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger.
Paris Saint-Germain definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Looking for options for movement. It's Neymar!
Oh, nice. Just not quite.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Belletti. More and more pressure on the ball here. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Kane. And it's Belletti. Oh, he's onto this. It's a promising position. Yeah, he's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball. Now it's Haaland. And it's half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think from the manager's viewpoint, Peter, he'll be demanding more from his team during the break, but he'll at least be happy at the way they've contained the opposition so far.
Halfway stage, and we still have deadlock. The score 0-0. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Kubo. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Kubo cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away. Haaland! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And this is Kane. Oh, good read.
That was well played. Well stopped.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Nicely shaped
Ball. No luck with that. Dink over the top. Looking for the run. Oh, that's a fine interception. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't take out that killer ball.
Now it's Hazard. And he shoots!
and he should have
Made them pay.
Haaland has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
He's having a hit! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Can he find the finish? Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
So we're ready to go. He scores for sure.
Not a twitch, not a blink. Played a game of double bluff here, I think.
After 76 minutes, number 27, Serginho.
Substitution. So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes. Paris Saint-Germain have penetrated for the first time.
Yeah, been awarded the penalty is one thing now, but finding the net under so much pressure at this stage of affairs is another. So a big well done from me, certainly, for him keeping a cool head. I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one, and we'll seemingly keep going until they get it.
Cristiano Ronaldo! Cannavaro clears without hesitation. Out towards the flank. Back towards the middle. Zola gets on his bike and on the move.
Goa really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Zola is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot.
Indicated.
And the finish! Straight at the keeper.
Well, he was always going to be set like that, the keeper, and he didn't have the composure to avoid him.
And that will be the final act. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest.
And we come to you now with a quick note.
to sum up what we've witnessed, Jim.
Goa could still be playing, Peter.
football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. And that gets things running. Well, here's one of the standout names of his day, Jim, Dragan Stojkovic.
Yeah, Peter, there was a time when the Balkans produced an incredible number of truly remarkable footballers. And out of them all, he was probably the best, at least technically, I'd say.
And the crowd love him. They're chanting his name. He is their hero. There's little doubt about that.
Well, they can hope for some more heroics here, I guess.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Knocks it into space. Chiellini. Neymar pinches it off him. And it's Gerrard. He's picked his way through. Ups him off it and wins back the ball. Chiellini did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Neymar! Off the bar! Goa with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Pepe clears it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. And here's Messi. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Stojkovic. Shoots! Off the post! He's having a shot! That is decidedly lacking.
What a fabulous run. OK, it didn't come off in the end, Peter, but that would surely spark some kind of response from those around him.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Zola powering forward here. And here's Messi. He's found a way through. Big chance! Has another goal! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Kaka is offering a right smile there.
Corner number 2 then. France have the chance to go the other way. Kimmich gathers from the goal kick. Couldn't squeeze it through. It's Stojkovic. Well, it's more pressure than ball at the moment. That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
O'Shea. 0-0, but nevertheless a very decent game. Belletti. Oh, sweet feet. Goa keep calm in the face of danger.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And he gets rid in a hurry. And it's Gerrard. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Zanetti. That's good running with the ball. And this is Eto. Zola.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Gerrard.
And the whistle goes for half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So between them, no goals at all so far.
Well, this will have given them a chance to look for any potential potential holes and weaknesses in the opposition, something that will bear fruit once the teams come out again, I'm sure, Peter.
So we reached the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. Back on the way then.
First half brought no goals.
Goa have their third corner. They've played it short. That's going to go a long way. Schlotterbeck. And now they can spring out of defence. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Still absolutely nothing to report here goals-wise. O'Shea. This is Gerrard. Neymar.
Has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Oh no, this does not look good. And here's Kaka.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
We expected better, and so did he. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run.
He's had a shot! And that's a good finish.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having winning runners who want to go behind that defence. With the ball, and they're in.
After 67 minutes,
Felt it was coming. 1-0.
number 18,
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Neto!
No, that was never going to make it.
Neto!
Sergio, what are you thinking?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. Okay, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Schlotterbeck. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively. I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
It's a shot!
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
Stojkovic going forward. That has not gone well.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Shot goal! Oh, it's in the post! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
Oh, he's usually such a good finisher.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. And he's intervened well there. And it's Kaka. Searching passes played there.
That's an excellent interception. And there goes the final whistle.
Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, efforts, and times effervescence, but just one goal to
Just a
show
quick
for all
reminder
of that.
today. Please refrain from parking
You look
outside
back on the game then, Jim. Go on.
Thank you very much.
This is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock
Everybody,
horns.
This is football at its finest.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football,
And we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
so it's down to business here.
Frank Rijkaard's presence here in the middle will be massive, Peter. He's so physically dominant, such a destroyer.
But he does have a certain X factor as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, and that's the side of his game that makes him so special, that ability to play on the front foot, triggering counter-attacks, quickening the tempo, and even carrying the ball forward, if required.
Which has come to be expected from players in that position now, but at the time, of course, it was revolutionary.
Absolutely was.
Chiellini. And here's Kaka.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Ball has bounced loose now.
Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Nice bit of trickery. And Zola! Sheer football poetry! A finish right from the top draw.
Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Great goal. Shot at goal! Oh, good finish. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Goa are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up. Something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Stojkovic. Chiellini gets across to intercept that. .15 minutes till half-time. And it's Kaka. Zola looking to add to his goal. Kukcu. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Oh, it's come off the upright. Araujo tries to cross. Header! And again they're denied by the woodwork. The referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. And it's Kaka. Stojkovic tries to play it through. That pass just didn't quite work.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And he's lost his man here. Kaka! Yes! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. And that is indeed the final act. Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kickoff.
Goa absolutely dominated that half, Peter, and now it's all about game management. There's no need to overstretch themselves. Just stay calm and see this one out.
Goa marching seemingly on towards victory. 3-0 at stake. So the action resumes.
going to be disappointed with that. And this is Adriano. Messi. Kimmich. Messi. And he's intervened well there. Ambitious ball here. Koundé is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
We have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Can he get it through? Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Ajax are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape. Certainly when defending it.
He's had a shot! No, not quite.
Well, that was highly impressive. He went through them like a knife through butter, so that's raised an alarm or two.
Oh, nicely intercepted.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Now it's Aubameyang. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Now it's Messi. Can he get on the end of this? He's a sharp little ball here. Poor challenge. And he's there to get it away. And here's Kokchu. Kokchu really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Done delicately. Caught offside that time. Messi. Stojkovic. And that has put paid to that. Messi charging forward, the ball at his feet. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Nicely aimed pass. But he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Ajax clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
It's Adriano! He was certain to score. It is an inexplicable miss.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Coming on the field is number 21, Dembele.
Oh, there's a probing ball. And he's quick to snatch it back. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? He has a look out. And the shot!
Substitution on the field, number 13.
And we have our very first
Coming
corner.
on to replace him is number 37, Van de Ven.
Ronaldo clears it away. Goa has the chance to go the other way. Kaká, he might be in here. Chiellini. Rijkaard.
There will be 3 minutes added
Van
time.
de Ven kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Sports official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. He's trying his best to keep it in play here. Oh, a lovely bit of skill. He's found a way through.
Oh, and the referee says that is it. Goa pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they wanted right from the start. A show all out one side to ripple.
So that's got things underway. It appears to be a 4-4-2 formation, Jim.
Well, the obvious standout in today's football in this system is that it provides you with extra presence in attack. With many shaky defences about, getting the right partnership in that department can pay rich dividends as long as there's a good early supply. So playing two strikers can be a real help to this team. In 4-4-2 these days, Peter, gets a lot of criticism, but it's unfair. Any system can work if you've got the right players.
And we have our very first corner. Terrific effort! And that should get the job done. And it's Xabi Alonso. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And now the breakaway. And here's Mbappe. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. Look at the space here. Well, that is a smashing piece of defending from him. He's ended up in no man's land. This is a promising build-up. Bale! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 2 then. Towering header! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And Paris Saint-Germain take the lead. A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and fed it perfectly.
So we have the first goal.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Has a look and plays it forward. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender though who was... Tries a shot! There's the goal. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Things starting to look very comfortable. And the finish! Not a bad try by any means. Zola. That's gone loose. Deftly away. And they win it back again. Mbappe. Now it's Bale. Nakamura. Oh, cracking ball. He's going for goal! Well, the contact was true enough. The aim wasn't quite.
Well, he does strike a very pure ball, doesn't he? It's great technique.
It's just beyond his reach.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Now it's Bale. That's a lovely, delicate pass. So, temporary halt to the action. So, your views on the first half?
Goal really are lucky not to be down by more, Peter. The manager's going to have to come up with something a little special to lift these players. Otherwise, this one's as good as done.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. And here is the first touch of the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So straight into the action.
He's not the type to hog the limelight, but Angelo Peruzzi is a man I always thought worthy of praise.
Well, listen, Jim, few would question his record or his reputation, but I wonder what you think stands out about him.
Well, consistency for one, Peter, but
Takes the shots! Smashing save, really good save that.
it wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Well, that's well spotted. Kimmich. It's a really well-measured ball. It's come to nothing. That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Zola. He's had it taken off him. Vitinha running with the ball. Closing in on Vitinha! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Vitinha really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Barcelona with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Cleared away. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Messi. That looks a decent ball. Oh, lovely feeding. Is such a good mover. So it is still 0-0. Neymar. Great work on the overlap. Tries a shot! And he couldn't finish.
Chiellini has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Now this could be a chance. He's found a way through. Gerrard. And it's been hooked away. Looking for options for movement. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Great vision. Yamal. Neymar. Akanji gets over and intercepts. A vicious ball here. Akanji makes the interception. Now it's Yamal. Can he latch on to this? Not pretty, but... This is their second corner of the game. And he's managed to get rid. Now it's Kimmich. Go on. Looking to go forward now. The pass is intercepted. Out of play for a throw. Akanji. Turns back here, probably the best option. And it's Chiellini. No, that was never going to make it. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. So we go in at half-time with both...
he's managed to gift it back. Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side. Kimmich aims beyond the defence. He's beaten the last man. Oh, what has happened here? And he's taking no chances there. Cristiano Ronaldo. And this is Ronaldo. Zola. That has been cut short. Vitinha. Vitinha showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. That's a shade optimistic.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Hazard. He'll try from distance. Steven Gerrard, the man for every moment. Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. It was thrashing the crispest of hits.
Well, he's absolutely drilled that, Peter. When you hit it like that, the keeper's not going to be able to do much about it.
Substitution on the field. Number 6, Joshua Kimmich. Coming on to replace him is number 5.
So time for change. And this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's quick to it. And the shots!
Substitution on the field. Number 10.
There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage.
Number 37.
Barcelona surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Goa are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Spread it left. Hazard. Expertly cut out. Really nicely done.
Barcelona can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
This is Ronaldo.
At a time.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And they've got rid. Added time is up.